What's up, guys? We welcome you guys back to the channel. I put a small video out earlier talking about what it's like for my wife, what it was like for her coming into a new culture, a new country, leaving her family, her friends, her job, what that was like for her. It's a sacrifice that one has to make to be with someone. So she can tell you what she was feeling, what that was like. What was it like?
It's hard.
What was you going through?
It's hard.
I mean, it's like when you found out, you've been approved, and yeah, you're coming to America.
Yeah. You make the best out of every single day that you're in the Philippines, with your family, and it's really hard. Because you're thinking a lot of things. What if somebody gets sick? You're not around. Somebody's birthday, you're not around. Graduation, you're not around.
And it was like I had told them how hard it was around Christmas time, and
Christmas,
the
holidays.
New Year's is coming up.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's even until now. I've been here for 5 years, and I still cry. It's not easy. You have to be tough. You have to be brave. As some of my friends says that I'm a brave soul, and it's very challenging. Every every holiday is challenging, especially when you see your nephews, your nieces.
See, here we go. She's gonna make me cry. Okay, we're gonna make a crying video. It is hard.
It is hard.
I see how you get, and it breaks my heart a little bit that, it's easy for me to say this is the country I've lived in all my life.
Yeah.
And that's why I even, knowing that you were coming over, had to prepare myself for just this.
Yeah, I prepared myself, but it's even you prepared yourself, it's still hard.
Yeah.
Because I'm not used to living the family. It's hard. It's always challenging, especially holidays. Kids are kids. My nephews and nieces are growing, and very fast. Some of my cousins' children's doesn't know me. It's really hard. It's not easy.
And there's times where we go back home and the kids are so shy with us because they're not used to us being there or around. We try to go over every 2 years, but we're trying to work it out to get over there on a yearly basis. I would like to try to do like every other Christmas, something like that. It's easy here. I have family here, and it's easy because they don't live that far. They're like an hour and a half away, which isn't that bad, but 8,000 miles away, that's a whole different thing. So what was it like?
I don't see us 8,000 miles away. It's 24 hours
Well, that's a long time. But I mean, so now you're like, you've made this sacrifice, and you're leaving your friends.
Everything.
I know it was hard for your mom. Your mom, she took it really hard, but now she's kind of settled down with it, and she, but still.
Well, she knows that we will be coming like every other year, so.
So now you board the plane and you're on your way here to the U.S. What was that experience like? I wasn't unable to go back to the Philippines to come back with her, unfortunately. So she flew back alone by herself. So that had to have been pretty challenging too.
Yeah. I was emotionally exhausted. I've been crying a day before my flight. It's rough. It's like, because you are thinking, you're not going to see this place, you're not going to see this people
right
around you, you're not going to see kids growing, you're not going to, there's a lot. What if your parents get sick, what if somebody gets sick and you're not there? Especially us Filipinos are very close, and everybody's there when you get sick. And what if I get sick? I have him, but every time I get sick, my mom is always there, always checking on me, on, did you take your medicine? I'm going to make something, I'm going to buy soup for you. Small things that we didn't really realize until you're not doing it. Nobody's doing it for you.
right
There's a lot to it. There's a lot of emotions going through your mind.
and the other thing too is when you first come over here, you can't, like, she can't do anything. So
Yeah.
she was stuck at home most of the time while I was at work, and that bothered me the most, because
Yeah.
here I am going to work, and you're having to stay at home, and I'm worried about you, and I'm thinking, is she okay? And I'm sure. And somebody made the comment that they went through this, and you're lonely. You get very lonely.
Mm-hmm.
So, you do make friends in time. But I'm going to be honest here. Most people come into a country and you lived here, say, 15, 20 years, you become part of that country.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I see a lot of people, they lose the culture that was in them, and they're not.
Well, because they don't go back.
They don't go back home.
And
Well, I don't know, but it is very challenging, and the whole purpose of this video is really because I know that there is a lot of petitions for the Philippines. There's a lot of them, and people have to go through this. And
yes.
if anything, I'm hoping the video can help people, to better understand what may be lying ahead. Now, you had to go through some classes before coming here.
Yeah.
They had to stamp your
Passport, like a sticker or something,
which
right?
was a must. You had to go through these classes before coming over here. Those classes were basically what? About America?
A lot of things that preparing you for going into a different country.
And one of the most challenging things we've had to deal with was racist people. And that's something you may experience yourself. And we unfortunately had to deal with something like that, but we prepared ourselves for that, because we know that not everybody's in agreement with different, like, culture type relationships. They feel that an American should be with American, Filipino with a Filipino, and you just gotta put them in their place right on the spot. I don't put up with stuff like that. I never have. And we had to go through that, and we put an end to it real quick. But that's another thing you probably will be facing.
Yeah.
But all in all, the whole experience for you, it's still challenging.
Yes.
It's still challenging today.
It's not getting any better. It's all, I don't know, for some reason, when you get older, when you get more matured in life, you appreciate your parents more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you want to be around them.
And it was hard for us, because her, like, an example, her dad had to go through. He ended up in the hospital, And I don't agree with the way the hospital thing is in the Philippines, y'all. I'm just telling you that I don't think it's right that you have to pay before you have services. I think that should change. But, you know, who am I? But that was hard for
that was
hard for the both of us.
Yes.
Knowing that her dad was lying in a hospital, and you know, when you can't be part of that and be there with them, yeah, that's challenging.
And I also want to acknowledge, because there's a lot of our subscribers that are working abroad for their family. I know how it feels to be far away from your family, and not being around them is heartbreaking. And hands off to all the overseas Filipino workers.
Yeah.
That they sacrifice their life for the family back home. It's I appreciate them. I understand how they are going through, because I myself going through. But
Right.
With me, the difference is I choose to live here because of I got married here.
Because of this awesomeness.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
let's just keep it real.
yeah, but but the other Filipinos that goes abroad to work and missing their family, and you can't leave because you need to sign a contract. It's tough, very tough. So I admire these people.
Well, you know, I'm always saying in at the end of every video about keeping it real, because all these topics are very real.
Yes.
And it is hard, I'm sure, for anybody to leave everything to just drop their life.
Mm-hmm.
You're dropping your life basically to start a new life.
New beginning.
And that I can't really
comprehend.
I can't exactly. I mean, I can't put myself in that position because I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, but all I can say is you Filipinos are pretty darn amazing people. The comments you guys are leaving, you guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Yes.
I want to be in the Philippines. I'm hoping that day comes, you know, where I retire in the Philippines. You know, Filipinos, it is more fun over there. Look at us. We're sitting in a quiet house.
Yes, very quiet.
People have been leaving comments about how quiet it is here, and it's very true.
Very true.
It is very quiet here.
Very true.
People come home from work and they go into their homes basically. It's like that even in the summertime.
Yeah.
I'm not cutting my own people. I'm not doing that. It's just the way it is here, and it's
Yes.
you know, I never thought about
culture.
it before.
It's the culture.
I never really thought about that before, but now I'm seeing it all. And I can remember coming back home on my first trip to the Philippines, and it just like kind of hit me. It's true. I mean, I'm looking up and down my street, and nobody is outside. Nobody's doing anything, and it's 85 degrees out. Well, at that time, it was winter.
Yeah.
But anyhow, y'all, I'm hoping some of you guys got something out of this. Leave us some comments. If you guys have any other questions, just hit us up. We love you guys, and it's great to have you here with us. And anything else you want to say?
I thank you for all the people who's making comment, taking their time to make suggestions and comments. We really appreciate that, and we are trying to answer all the questions and the comments as much as we can, and we are just very thankful.
And go Filipinos. You guys rock. We love you guys. We'll talk to you guys later. Keep it real. Love the ones you're with. That's very important because you just never know. We'll talk at you guys later. Peace.
Bye.